Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful and blessed day. It has been forever since I make a video. I apologize to Miss Helen Lewis. I did not even get to finish the Christmas in July collab that we were in. Life got really busy and there's no excuses, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, so I was actually recording a process video for you guys of a traveler's notebook that I am working on. And for some reason, I paused my video, and when I went to record again, the screen was just frozen. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So anyway, this is where I'm at right now. I paused the video so that I can cut this vinyl, and the video completely froze on me. And yeah, that is such a bummer, but I am, however, thankful that I did catch it at this step. So anyway, this right here is a snap closure pouch from the Target dollar spot. I have one right here, and they look like so. You open it and it's just a little pouch where you can just put a couple things, not enough space like to expand. It just has like this tiny little gusset. But when I seen this, I wanted to pick it up because I remembered there was a planner that I wanted to get from online. I just haven't gotten it because I'm not really like much of a planner person. I love making them, but I don't really use them. So anyway, when I seen this, I said, oh, I'm going to try and make a traveler's notebook out of it because I enjoy making them. So I just repeated myself. I have these notebooks here from Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree always carries these. So when I seen I was gonna make it smaller, but I said, you know what, let me go ahead and make it to fit these because I have a smaller one. So what I did was that I went ahead and cut the stitching. As you can see that, I'm sure you guys know, you come in here with the scissors or with an X-Acto knife, and all you gotta do is like break the stitching apart, and you just like pull it up gently, and you just start tearing it away that way until you do it on this edges and on these edges, this side over here, and then it'll open up flat once you remove all the stitches. It'll be like this. So the way I'm gonna have it is that I'm gonna make I don't want to make it too thick or chunky because y'all know how that gets. So I just measured it out like this, and I said, okay, I think that's fine. I kind of scored this gusset here so that it can fold sideways, and then with the snap closure, I just snap it into place. And then I'll have this little space here. That's the amount of space that will be left, just so that my tabs won't get bent and stuff. Because let me show you real quick. Here's another one that I had created some time ago, and if you can see here, my little tabs, because this closure, I made it like this instead of making it the normal way. I made this little brad here hang on to my little loop-de-loop thing, and it holds it like that. But putting it in my purse and all, even though I do have it in a protective cover, it bent my little tabs. So I figured if I have this gusset here, it'll keep it from crashing into my tabs. And I made this out of this Michael's photo album. So that's a tiny one that just holds my Bible and a little, the little tiny composition notebooks from Dollar Tree. But I wanted something a little bigger. Now, when I originally opened it, it was this size right here. And if you notice on this side, it has this like eyelet inside of the plastic. So what I did was that I grabbed one of my books, the biggest one that I had, and I just kind of made it. I scooted up to this edge right here. And then I just made sure it had the exact width on both ends here. And then I just sliced off the side where this little thing was. Now, I'm not going to throw this away because I can go ahead and somehow you know, make a little, keep this so that I can make a bookmark and just dangle something from it like so. So this is where we're at right now. And I have this vinyl, this clear one. I found this roll at Hobby Lobby. It was in the clearance section for like $1 or $2 maybe. So when I picked it up, I had an idea, and I was like, oh, I could probably make a shaker out of it or something. So now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, I want to turn this little planner into a little shaker planner. So I'm gonna come. I already did it here. I just kind of practiced and I kind of messed up, but this thing here I got at Tuesday Morning, and it is the We Are Memory Keepers Stitch Happy or So Easy. I don't even know. It's this thing right here, and it is a stitch piercer, and that is the number there. And this is the little different attachment it comes with. So this is the one, when I saw it, I was like, that's perfect, because since I love to make traveler's notebooks, you know, this would easily guide me on my stitching. I can run it through the sewing machine, but I haven't been having the best of luck with my sewing machine lately. I think that I damaged it or something. Not damaged it, but if you can see here, this is another traveler's notebook I had made, and it kind of like, it jammed, I guess, because this is paper Mod Podged onto a piece of like faux leather. Michael's had these traveler's notebooks right here that they look like that, but the inside was like a paperback. And then I just said I Mod Podged. I followed a tutorial, and this paper here, I Mod Podged it onto the cover, and it's like, it's super like flimsy, like, you know, it feels like a real piece of leather. And this was one of the traveler's notebooks I had made, and ever since I made this one, my machine, I think some of the Mod Podge probably got stuck on the needle, and it kind of broke on me, the needle, and I replaced it, and again another one broke on me. So I might just have to clean the machine's head and all that to get all the stickiness. So I ended up hand stitching, but if you can see, my stitching is way off and crooked, and so that's why when I seen this thing right here, I thought it was perfect, because then it'll give me a guide, and it'll be a perfect guide. The only thing I say is that practice it. Don't be like me. Practice using it first, because I went ahead and just started doing it on my project. And if you can see here, I kind of just, I kind of butchered it. It does get some practicing, needs practicing, because it has that little like this bubble here. And if you line it up next to a ruler, it won't like, it won't align correctly. It kind of like bumps it. So that's what happened to me here. And I used this thick white foam from Michael's. All I did was put it on and just kind of did this number to it, so that I can use that as a guide, because I'm going to be stitching this by hand. So yeah. Now this piece of plastic, I layered it on top of it. And this is where I am planning on making it into like a little confetti pouch. I want to see if I can use the fuse tool. I'm not sure. This is just like me playing around with an idea. And if you guys, you know, get inspired, then awesome. I would love to see if you know, make one. So yeah, if you can see here, these are my gussets, and these are what's going to tell me where I need to just stitch along. So I'm going to come in with my little, I'm going to go ahead and just do that on camera. I'm going to come in with this thing here and try my best without messing up. Oh man. Okay. Try my best to follow this line here. Apply pressure. Oopsie. Yeah, you see, I went crooked. And that's what I mean. It bumps it, and it makes it move out of the way. So, let me see if I can do this correct. There we go. All right. So I'm going to stitch this, and I'm going to stitch right here, because the spine, I don't need the spine to have any, any sequins in it. So I'm just gonna kind of do this number here. Make sure I keep a steady hand, and that's why the thick foam under you is important, because it will help you kind of cut it and do it, help you kind of pierce it. All right, and along this side, let me see my books real quick. Make sure that I don't get more than I should. Okay, so yeah, it is that line right there. Just trying to make sure. I'm gonna come in here. And it's almost an inch spine here. All right. Let me just come in here and kind of do this number here. Oh Lord, I can't get straight lines, y'all. That's why I say I just want to practice this thing. It's easier without the ruler. All right. So the clasp here, I'm gonna see how I can get this through without messing up my plastic. But I'm gonna pause this, or stop it actually, and then I'm gonna come back again once I've done all the stitching, because I know you guys do not want to sit here and watch me stitch a planner by hand, because that would be boring. Oh look, wow, I did it good this time. Look at that, perfect. Now if only if I can make this the cover now, because this side over here kind of got butchered. But you know what, it is a handmade creation and it is my creation, so it's not going to be perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just get off right quick. I'm going to go and kind of stitch, and I'm going to see first if the fuse tool would work. Or you know what, let me just go ahead and stitch it, because I don't want to melt my plastic by accident. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. All right, so this is where we're at. I went ahead and started my stitching from here, came all the way over here, and I decided to cut off the back of this. I'm only going to make the front a shaker, because it doesn't make sense to make the back one. So here I have a little sequin mix already all mixed up. This thing here, I kind of sliced it and I kind of try to tuck under there, but I don't think that's going to work completely. So I'm going to E6000 that right there, because if you can see, it won't like stay still. So I'm going to E6000 it. So what I'm going to do now is just come in here and let's hope this works. Like I said, this is my little trial, I guess. Not even, because I can't find any more of these at Target. So if I messed it up, there goes a messed up pouch. All right, now I'm gonna make sure not to allow this to open here, and I'm just gonna let this kind of fall in. And hopefully this works out, because if not, it'll suck. I maybe put too much glitter, I don't know. All right, let me open this up here. There you go. Okay, oops, I got all this glitter on my hands now. All right, so if I clasp this right here, yeah, it's gonna work. Okay, I just need to make sure that I get them away from this here, so that I can hot glue this, or E6000 it actually, just so that this stuff doesn't come out. And I'm using a thick thread to stitch it, and I doubled it up, which I didn't even need to do, but I'm just trying to be cautious. And I almost got a knot. Oh no, my baby got a hold of it. Okay, I gotta make sure I take these knots. All right, so Being cautious I don't spill my sequins. And look, this is coming up. I'm going to just start stitching this. Again, I'm going to stitch it all the way until I close it up, and I'll be back and show you all. Alright, so we're back, and here is the shaker dory. I just came around here and stitched it. This right here is going to get covered. If I had done this on a sewing machine, it would have been easier. By hand, I really don't know how I would have hidden that knot. I'm not a professional sewer or however you call it, but here it is, and I am in love with the outcome of this. Like, how cute is that? So I had to reinforce this with a donut reinforcer for paper and stickled that in there just because it kept coming up. Since this plastic piece on the top, the vinyl, it kept lifting off of the clasp. So if I were to do this again, I do it differently. I would take this apart somehow, the snap closure, and then redo it, the whole thing, so that it could just, you know, pinch both plastics together. But other than that, I have no complaints. I am satisfied with the work. Now all I'm going to have to do here, and I might shake the camera, so sorry guys, is come in here, and as you can tell, this is crooked there just because, you know, that thing went that way. But anyway, I'm going to come in here and measure out this right here. I don't even know how. I always end up messing this up, so I think I'm gonna do this one, and this one. So I'm just gonna pierce it with this little thing here. It's this one here, and this one here. Okay, so I just kind of guesstimated right there. And if you were making it with the elastic, to if you're making it to close with an elastic, you'd pierce another hole in the center. Of course, you all know that. So I have this purple elastic here. I'm just gonna string it through, and I would just do this off camera, and then I'll just come right back. So I already strung it, and this is how it looks. And then all we need to do is you jump band them like so, and you can like stick those onto this one here. Okay, and then you could put this one here. It all depends on the amount of books you want to put. We all know that. And then this one, put it here. And if you want to, I'm putting it upside down by accident, but if you want to add more, you add more. And there you have it. There is your shaker traveler's notebook with the sealing protector here. You see you have all that space, so that when you do put your little tab notes on the side, they don't get crushed by your purse, crushed by the elastic. And I'm gonna add more notebooks, or it might get chunkier when I add like folders and all like the little decorative elements or whatever. But now I can add this one here. Just, you know, I'm not gonna keep that stuff in there, but just for a reference or whatever. And here you have it. I just clasp it closed. Oh, I can't see. There you go. That's how your notebooks would look. And this is what it looks like. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. And if you do try it, please let me know how yours turned out. And if you decide to use the fuse tool, also let me know how that works out instead of stitching it like I did. I think it will work, but I was too chicken to use it since I only found like these two. We'll come back, and I will probably, after I've decorated it and all that, I'll probably do a quick video on it, or maybe do a process of the decorating of it. You guys let me know what you want to see, and I will gladly do so. So till next time, God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.